If sailors' tales to sailors' tunes, storm and adventure, heat and cold, if schooners, islands, and maroons and buccaneers and buried gold, and all the old romance retold exactly in the ancient way, can please as me they pleased of old, the wiser youngsters of today, so be it. Ha-ha, and fall off.
After weeks of trading around the islands of the Spanish Main, the Faithful holds course again for Portobello, her sails filled with wind. The sails be all that's filled aboard our ill-fated ship. The holds be empty of cargo, and our pockets be empty of gold. We've done no good by honest trade, nor have we sighted a Spaniard ripe for plunder. The thought of facing Miss Purity's scorn eats into Long John's brain like a worm into a nut. If only Dame Fortune would give us one glimpse of her sail, one hope of a good fight and rich plunder, says Long John, he'd be willing to sacrifice another set of toes. But no, all we have is the desolate ocean.
Sail ahoy!
Where away?
To leeward, off the larboard bow!
Aye. She sits low in the water, loaded to the gunwales with silk and gold. Or cannon.
I never knew a Spaniard what didn't carry treasure, be she a galleon or man of war. Hard to larboard!
Larboard, aye,
Clear them lashings from the guns and prepare for battle.
Aye! Steely! Eric! Runner! Man the braces, clear for action! Come on, look alive there! Hey! Come on!
We overtake the Spaniard fast, but there be something mighty strange about her. She pays us no mind, holding steady to her course, neither clapping on sail to escape, nor coming around to engage in battle. For all the notice those aboard her take of us, the Faithful might well be invisible. It looks like a trap.
A fair Stephen! Belay! Steady as she goes!
Steady as she goes, aye, aye!
All ready for action, Captain.
Ha! Fortune has smiled on us at last.
Providing she ain't a man of war.
Why, you white-livered swab, we'll take her if she's captained by the devil himself. We'll let her fire first to draw her teeth. And then, while she's reloading, we'll close in and board her.
Long John, you'll be a match for the devil himself.
No one fires till I gives the order.
It were clear to all that Long John's plan is to draw her fire. But now we're within range of her common pistol ball, point blank and deadly for cannon.
Captain, it's a trap. Blaster, prepare to fire!
Avast, I be captain here. Not a man, Jacky, you moves till I gives the order. It be too late to turn back. Hard over. Prepare to ram.
Hard over, aye, aye!
You're plumb daft, Long John. They'll slaughter us like lambs.
Out, grappling hooks. Prepare to board. We'll sweep them Spanish scum into the sea.
Come on,
A ship of the dead. No one aboard.
Maybe your one eye can see through the planking of the deck.
Nay, but
Here we'll search the ship from stem to stern. I don't like the looks of it. Roust out any swab who be still alive. And if there be any treasure aboard, 'tis for dividing equal. Pat, you and Fenner come with me. We'll search the cabin. And look lively now. The way this ship be settling, she'll soon be heading for Davy Jones. English prisoners. They've all joined Captain Flint for sure.
Aye, but they didn't die. They were murdered in cold blood. Those black Spanish devils.
Easy, lad. Let's be off. Over there. This one's alive.
Some dirty thieving pirates got here before we did.
Our thieves they were, matey. But pirates don't leave a prize ship afloat after they've sacked her.
Seed pearls. The news said fortune was smiling down upon us.
But I've a feeling in my toes, Patch, that fortune may still lend a hand in this here venture. Here, what be this?
English prisoner.
From the hold.
All the others are dead. Murdered.
And it looks like he won't be long in joining them. Take him aboard the Faithful and keep him warm.
There's not a soul alive for it, Captain. The food in the galley is still warm, ready to be served. Unearthly, I say.
We must save that lad. Then maybe we'll learn the truth about this Spanish ship, what sails herself, and the treasure she carried.
By Long John's orders, we cared for our poor English prisoner like he were a brother to us all. Not only because of the things we wanted to know, but for common humanity to a fellow countryman. Then, too, there was still that queer feeling that somehow this venture were only begun. That maybe the sick lad would be the one old Dame Fortune would use to lead us to treasure that should have been aboard the Spaniard.
I've brewed it myself from the liver of a shark caught by moonlight. One swallow will ease his pain as it passes on.
If he dies, it ain't going to be from drinking witch juice. And I says he ain't going to die.
Must be the death rattle.
Lights. Hurt.
Man's eyes mean a lot.
Speak, lad. You be among friends.
Aye. Tell us your name, matey.
Fernando de Vegas.
Fernando de Vegas? You're not de Vegas. I knows him.
So do I.
Quiet, you swabs. His brain be wandering. He thinks Patch be de Vegas. Harky, lad. You're right. That be de Vegas. But he's our prisoner and he'll do you no harm. Now, speak your piece and have no fear.
De Vegas. You filthy swine. You tortured my father to learn where the ledges of gold lay hidden on the island. You didn't break him. But his natives couldn't stand his suffering and they told you. Then you murdered him. But you didn't find out enough, De Vegas. That was your mistake. You should have found out before you killed him that my father had a son. A son who would see that you paid for his blood with your own. Your life for his.
Here, Stingley, fetch broth. We'll have to treat him as gentle as we would a babe.
He can't die now.
Not till he settles his score with that foul scum de Vegas.
No. Nor till we hear the rest of his tale about them ledges of gold. Them Spaniards are probably mining it by the ton by now.
Fortune is a fickle jade, only to them as fails to listen to her quiet voice. Long John takes heed of the feeling he has about our English prisoner and gives orders to head north, away from Portobello. Each passing day brings new strength to young Sean O'Flaherty, and soon the time will be ripe for Long John to talk with him again about his mission of vengeance and the ledges of gold which interest us so mightily.
Here's to John, as fine a lad as ever came back from the jaws of death. To John!
I owe you my life. I have little to offer in return.
It was nothing. What we did from the bottom of our hearts.
Since you were good enough to bring me back from death, I must tell you, my life has only one purpose.
I know, we heard you talking under the fever. You be sworn to avenge yourself against that black-hearted dog de Vegas.
And we're for it, you can lay to that.
We knows his treachery.
We must sail at once for Isla de Oro, my father's home.
Hold fast there.
Us face land guns?
They'd blast us to Davy Jones.
I say he's right.
The garrison is small, not over 20 men, and scattered.
Maybe it were wiser to spy out the lay of the land first.
There's no time. Miss Abby Wensley, my father's ward, is still a prisoner on the island. We've been betrothed since we were children. De Vegas is forcing her to marry him.
Stingley, fetch the map and a quill. Now, you just draw out the course we're to take. Then we can make our plan.
We can anchor at night in this cove. Then cross the hills. The plantation house lies here. The garrison camps here and in the courtyard.
Be sure and make a special mark where them ledges of gold be found.
Later I'll lead you to them.
That reluctant female, old Dame Fortune, has rolled the dice at last. With sails a-belly in a full wind, we fair race across the waters on course for Isla de Oro, where a king's ransom or a horrible fate will be ours. Young O'Flaherty stretches and exercises in the warm sun like a tiger, knowing full well that no weak hand can ever deal out justice to Fernando de Vegas. It's known to all that de Vegas is the deadliest swordsman in all Spain.
Lad, I trembles in all me 5 toes for that Spaniard.
I'll be ready for him.
Aye, he will, Long John. I can promise you that.
There be one thing, lad, you never made clear. The mystery of whose ship that was we found you on.
That ship was my own.
Yours, but she were a Spaniard.
Yes, that was my plan. To sail into Isla de Oro under Spanish colors and recapture the island.
But what went wrong?
I was betrayed. My mate who helped sign on the crew was in the pay of de Vegas. 2 days out, we sighted a Spanish ship of war. I gave orders to run for it. This blackguard made a signal to the crew, and they rushed the quarterdeck. Myself and a few loyal hands were thrown below in chains.
Was de Vegas aboard?
No, his executioner, Lieutenant Hernandez, led the attack.
Hernandez? I've crossed swords with him before.
Mates, we've heard enough of this Spanish treachery. Tonight, under cover of dark, we'll steal into the cove at Isla de Oro. Patch, issue an extra round of powder and ball, and sharpen every cutlass so as you could split an air down the middle.
As Long John planned, we reached Isla de Oro after dark and beached our boats in the shadow of O'Flaherty's home. There it lies in the grip of the Spaniards, and somewhere within its walls, Sean's poor young fiancée trembles at the thought of her marriage to de Vegas.
Beloved Sean, they have just told me that you are dead. The world may judge my action cowardly, but rather than be sullied by the hand of de Vegas, I am joining you. I love you, Sean.
All the arrangements are complete for the wedding, my Fernando. It will take place at noon tomorrow. Worry no more.
But I do worry. Abby has sworn she will die before she will marry me.
She will do exactly as I tell her. I have ways of persuasion, my pet. Ways a man wouldn't understand.
My happiness is in your hands, sweet Consuela. I place my faith in you, Carissima.
Tell me you were dead.
I'd have come back from the grave to you.
They would kill you.
I've come to claim what is rightfully mine. What were you about to do?
I was going to join you, my love. On the morrow, I'm to be married to Fernando de Vegas.
That is now in my hands.
But you alone against the garrison. Oh, no, Sean. Go. It is better that we both live. Somewhere, someday, we'll be together again.
We're together now. That's all that matters. Stay in this room and lock the door behind me. I leave them to you, Captain. I'm off to find de Vegas.
Here, we'll split into parties and attack from different quarters. You go to the cellar and find your way up. We'll sweep around them and cut them down. No, there'll be too many. A scheme be better. There, you run to the stables. Now, you two stand guard here. The rest of us to the house.
You're just in time to lead me to de Vegas. Where's de Vegas?
You were looking for me, senor?
Break the lock.
right, lad?
My father has been avenged.
Abby! Abby, open the door!
Oh, darling, you're safe.
Ah, safe and sound, ye be. And someday, when I be returning to Isla de Oro, I hopes to be greeting your fine sons and daughters.
How can we ever thank you?
Ah, bless your heart, we want naught from you. But old Dame Fortune, too, she keeps asking me to ask you, where be those ledges of gold?